Life is full of chaos, uncertainty, and distractions. Every day we are tested by circumstances beyond our control. People disappoint us, plans fall apart, and challenges arise. But what if I told you that the key to transforming your life isn't found in changing the world around you, but in changing how you respond to it? For centuries, Stoic philosophy has been a guiding force for warriors, emperors, and great thinkers, teaching them how to master their emotions, control their minds, and remain unshaken in the face of adversity. Stoicism is not just theory, it is a practical, battle-tested way of living that grants you strength, clarity, and resilience. Today I will share 11 Stoic principles that will immediately shift your mindset, sharpen your focus, and give you unbreakable inner peace. These are not abstract ideas. They are rules to live by. Powerful truths that will help you let go of what doesn't matter, take control of what does, and face life with unwavering courage. Are you ready to unlock the mindset that will change your life forever? Let's begin. 1. Control what you can, accept what you can't. Life is unpredictable. No matter how much we plan, unexpected challenges will arise. People will betray us, opportunities will slip away, and circumstances will not always be in our favor. But there is one thing we always have control over: our response. Stoicism teaches that suffering comes not from external events, but from our attachment to controlling them. The moment we try to control everything, other people's opinions, the past, the future, we set ourselves up for frustration. True power lies in focusing only on what is within our control: our thoughts, our choices, and our actions. When faced with adversity, instead of wasting energy on anger or resistance, ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, let it go. If the answer is yes, act with wisdom, patience, and resilience. This mindset is liberating because it frees you from the weight of unnecessary stress. The world is chaotic, but you don't have to be. By mastering what you can and surrendering what you can't, you become unshaken by life's storms. This is the foundation of true inner peace and strength. 2. Focus on actions, not outcomes. In life, we often become obsessed with results, chasing success, recognition, and validation. We measure our worth by how things turn out, rather than by the effort we put in. But Stoicism teaches a different approach. Detach from outcomes and focus solely on your actions. You can't control whether you get the job, whether people appreciate you, or whether your plans succeed, but you can control your effort, discipline, and mindset. When you focus on what you can do rather than worrying about the results, you free yourself from stress and disappointment. The Stoics remind us that the process is where power lies, not in the outcome. Imagine an archer. They can train for years, perfect their aim, and release the arrow with precision, but once it leaves their hands, the wind, the target, or outside forces may still alter its path. Should they despair? No. Their duty is to take the best shot possible and accept whatever follows. Success and failure are illusions. Only effort is real. When you commit to the process and release attachment to results, you gain clarity, resilience, and a deep sense of fulfillment, regardless of what happens next. 3. Master your emotions. Don't be ruled by them. Emotions are powerful, but if left unchecked, they can cloud judgment, weaken resolve, and lead to impulsive decisions. Anger, fear, jealousy, and frustration often arise from external events, but Stoicism teaches that these emotions don't come from what happens to us. They come from how we interpret what happens. A Stoic does not suppress emotions, but masters them. This means recognizing feelings as they arise, understanding their source, and choosing how to respond rather than reacting blindly. When someone insults you, you have two choices: let anger control you, or remain calm and unshaken. The insult has no power. Only your reaction gives it meaning. The same applies to fear and anxiety. Most of what we worry about never actually happens. And even when it does, it is rarely as bad as we imagine. Instead of allowing emotions to dictate actions, a Stoic pauses, analyzes, and responds with reason. To master emotions, practice self-awareness. When you feel overwhelmed, step back and ask, is this emotion helping me or controlling me? By taking control of your mind, you gain freedom, because the person who masters their emotions masters their life. 4. Detach from external validation. Most people live as prisoners of opinion, seeking approval, fearing judgment, and measuring their worth by how others see them. But Stoicism teaches that true freedom comes from detaching yourself from external validation. You cannot control what others think of you. No matter how hard you try, some will misunderstand, criticize, or dislike you. If your happiness depends on their approval, you will always be at their mercy. A Stoic understands that self-worth is an internal measure, not an external one. Instead of asking, do they like me, ask, am I living by my values? Instead of seeking applause, seek integrity. Live with virtue, seek with honesty, and act with purpose. When you do this, opinions lose their power over you. Marcus Aurelius said, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own." This is the trap. Caring more about being liked than being true to yourself. Detach from praise, detach from criticism. Neither defines you. What defines you is your character, your actions, and your principles. Approval fades, integrity lasts forever. 5. See obstacles as opportunities. Most people see obstacles as setbacks, things that block progress, delay success, or cause frustration. But Stoicism teaches that obstacles are not barriers, they are the way forward. Every challenge holds an opportunity for growth if you have the right mindset. When faced with hardship, ask yourself, how can this make me stronger? Instead of complaining, adapt. Instead of resisting, learn. Every great achievement in history was born from struggle. Without resistance, there is no strength. A fire grows stronger when the wind blows against it, not when it is sheltered. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that the very thing blocking your path can become the reason you succeed. A failed plan teaches strategy. A betrayal builds resilience. A loss reminds you of what truly matters. When you shift your mindset, no obstacle can defeat you, because you no longer see problems, only possibilities. Train yourself to welcome difficulties, knowing they are shaping you into something greater. The obstacle is not in the way. 6. Practice voluntary discomfort. Modern life is built for comfort. Easy access to food, entertainment, and conveniences at every turn. But Stoicism teaches that too much comfort weakens the mind and spirit. To build true resilience, you must train yourself to endure hardship before it arrives. Seneca advised practicing poverty even when wealthy, sleeping on the floor, eating simple meals, wearing rough clothes, to remind himself that he could survive. By choosing discomfort in controlled settings, you prepare for real adversity. When hard times come, they will not break you because you have already faced them voluntarily. This doesn't mean suffering for no reason. It means building mental and physical toughness by stepping outside your comfort zone, fast occasionally, take cold showers, walk instead of driving, push yourself in workouts, embrace silence instead of distractions. When you willingly endure discomfort, you eliminate fear. You no longer dread losing comfort because you've proven you can live without it. This makes you unshakable, disciplined, and in control of your desires. Comfort breeds weakness. Discomfort builds strength. A Stoic does not wait for life to test them. They test themselves first. 7. Memento Mori. No one escapes it, yet most people live as if they have endless time, procrastinating on their dreams, holding grudges, and fearing trivial things. Stoicism teaches that remembering death is not morbid, it is the key to truly living. Memento Mori means, remember you will die. It is a reminder that life is short and unpredictable. Every second wasted in anger, fear, or laziness is a second you will never get back. Marcus Aurelius said, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think." Instead of fearing death, use it as motivation. If today were your last day, would you waste time on gossip? Would you delay telling someone you love them? Would you postpone chasing your dreams? Death is not a tragedy, it is a teacher. It teaches urgency, clarity, and purpose. Live fully, love deeply, and act with courage, because tomorrow is never promised. Memento Mori is not about fearing death. It's about making sure that when it comes, you have truly lived. 8. Live with integrity and virtue. In a world driven by shortcuts, deception, and self-interest, Stoicism teaches that true strength comes from living with integrity and virtue. Your reputation, wealth, and status can be taken from you, but your character is always within your control. The Stoics believed that virtue is the highest good. This means doing what is right, even when no one is watching. It means choosing honesty over convenience, discipline over indulgence, and courage over fear. Marcus Aurelius said, "Just that you do the right thing, the rest doesn't matter." Living with integrity means aligning your actions with your values, not being swayed by peer pressure, greed, or emotion. Never compromise your principles for approval or short-term gain. Ask yourself, am I acting according to my highest self? If the answer is no, adjust immediately. A Stoic does not seek perfection, but progress. Mistakes happen, but the key is to recognize them, correct them, and move forward with wisdom. When you live with virtue, you build self-respect, inner peace, and unshakable confidence. Wealth fades, status changes, but a person of integrity is truly invincible. 9. Silence and stillness are strengths. In a world full of noise, distractions, and constant activity, Stoicism teaches that true power comes from silence and stillness. Most people react impulsively, speak without thinking, and fill every moment with distractions. A Stoic, however, values reflection over reaction, wisdom over words, and presence over busyness. Silence is a tool of the wise. It allows you to observe, listen, and think before acting. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." When you speak less and listen more, you gain understanding, avoid unnecessary conflict, and make better decisions. Stillness is the ability to be calm in chaos. Instead of rushing to react, a Stoic pauses, breathes, and chooses their response with clarity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." True strength is not in loudness, but in the ability to remain steady under pressure. In moments of frustration, uncertainty, or anger, embrace silence. In times of chaos, find stillness. When you master these, you master yourself. Life is not meant to be easy. Challenges, setbacks, and suffering are unavoidable, but Stoicism teaches that instead of fearing hardship, we should expect and embrace it. Most people are caught off guard by difficulties, reacting with frustration or self-pity, but a Stoic understands that adversity is not an interruption of life, it is life. Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Every obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. When hardship arrives, don't ask, "Why me?" Instead, ask, "How can I use this?" The pain of rejection teaches independence. Financial struggles teach resourcefulness. Loss teaches gratitude. Every difficulty has a lesson if you choose to see it. The Stoics prepared for misfortune in advance. They visualized worst-case scenarios, premeditatio malorum, so that when challenges arrived, they were ready. Train your mind to welcome struggle as a necessary part of becoming stronger. Don't hope for an easy life, hope for the strength to handle a hard one. Hardship is not your enemy, it is your greatest teacher. 11. Gratitude over complaints. Most people focus on what they lack, what went wrong, or what could be better. Stoicism teaches that true happiness comes not from getting more, but from appreciating what you already have. A Stoic does not complain about what they cannot control. They do not dwell on misfortune or compare themselves to others. Instead, they practice gratitude for what is present, rather than longing for what is absent. Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." No matter your circumstances, there is always something to be grateful for. Health, knowledge, freedom, even the simple fact of being alive. Gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, from frustration to peace. When challenges arise, instead of saying, "Why me?" say, "Thank you for this test." When you lose something, be grateful that you once had it. When times are tough, be grateful for the strength they build in you. A complaining mind is a weak mind. A grateful mind is an unshakable one. Choose gratitude and you will always find peace.